Hello, my name's George Scott, and I'm out and about this morning taking some fresh air and getting some rain on me a little bit as well. As many of us know, the COP26 climate summit takes place in Glasgow later this year in November. And that's an important event, of course, but it prompted me to think a bit about some of my favourite places in the world. I've been very fortunate to travel to some very beautiful countries over the years and have enjoyed that experience. But one of my favourite places is Argyllshire in Scotland, and I've found myself on many occasions standing on the shores of the loch, often on nice sunny days, believe it or not, but listening to the waves of Loch Fyne lapping onto the shingle beach, smelling the seaweed, and I can smell it now as I think about it, the seaweed sitting in the shore there, and listening to the call of the oyster catchers, small black and white birds with a bright orange beak. And I find that idyllic. It's a wonderful place to be, and unlike here, there tends to be very little traffic noise. And I wonder if you've maybe got a special place in mind, somewhere that you like going, where you feel at one with the world. The climate conference will be talking about many important topics, I'm sure. Things like wind power, solar power, emissions, climate change, and all of these important subjects. But in our readings today, our Bible readings from Exodus and from Psalm 24, we can learn a bit about the world and about our role in it too. We learn there that God has provided for us an abundant world with all the resources, with all the food that we need to live and to thrive. But it also tells us that the world belongs to God. It's His. And therefore, we are called to care for it. It's been provided for our benefit. But we need to look after it. We need to be good stewards of all that God's provided for us. And that's quite an interesting thought, because we might look at things like the climate conference and think, well, these are the big guys, if you like, meeting to talk about big subjects. They'll be talking about big ideas, big budgets maybe, and big problems that the world is going to face without change. But what about you and I? What can we do? Well, God can't love us any more than He already does. He's taught us that in the Bible. But He does recognize when people seek Him, follow His commands, and worship Him on a daily basis. And so therefore, as we approach the time of the climate conference, perhaps we might all reflect on what we as individuals can do, whilst the big guys make those big decisions. My prayer today is that we will all find ourselves and be recognised as good stewards of the amazing planet that we live on. Thanks for listening.